Hi, welcome to another episode of This Is Anything Goes. So today I'm going to show you how to realign your front bumper. Alright, if it's coming out like this or something like this, it's not aligned, alright? Okay, so in most modern cars nowadays, besides nut and bolts, it is also held on by a bracket. So I'll be replacing the bracket on this car and we'll see how it goes, alright? Alright, since I'm working on a Toyota Alphard GGH20 or the 20 series Alphard, same as the Willfire 20 series, so the first thing we need to do is remove 1, 2, 3, 4 clips here, alright, to remove this panel. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is remove this front grille. So it's held on by 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, once you have those 4 out, you just need to... I have something dead here. Looks like a dragonfly. Yes, it is a dragonfly. Cool. Okay, so once you have the 4 screws out, just pull it, I guess. Okay, so once you have the grill out, you might want to go around the bumper and see where there's screws. So for mine, it's definitely not the original because I think the previous owner had it repainted and the paint shop just make a mess out of it. Alright, or the original mount is probably not being used. So you need to go around the bumper. So in my case, I see 1, 2, 3 screws here. And then we have a bracket here. Sorry, a clip. Some clips here, probably we need to disconnect this. Then another clip here, another clip, clip. See, there's another 2 more over here, 1 here, and 2 more on the bottom. Probably mine is only 1 left. Let's see, that's 1 over here, and 1 more is missing over there because it's broken. Alright, but it should be here. Okay, so I'll get that out. And yeah, so I'll get that out and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so you do not need to remove these clips. All you need to do is just disconnect this connector. Then 1 clip here, 1 clip here, and 1 clip here. Alright, additionally, there is actually a bolt here and a bolt over here. Once that is done, everything's removed, we should be able to take out the bumper. Okay, so a quick assessment on the bumper bracket. This is broken badly, and the previous person that did the repair basically just put screws and more screws into it because the brackets are all broken. Alright, this is missing. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Let's see the other side. Okay, silicone, more screws missing. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. And I'm not sure why there's something tying this to the cable. Oh boy. Okay. Alright, so before we remove the old bracket and replace it with the new one, we would want to test it out first on the bumper. So looks like the one on the right side does fit nicely, so seems like a direct replacement. Certain parts of the bumper seems to be missing, but I guess it is what it is, right? Alright, so looks like this side it will fit perfectly, but on the other side, the other side looks like it wouldn't. Alright, because seems like whoever that did the repair before this actually did some other things, so looks like it's jutting out a bit on this side. So, and it seems like there's a thick layer of putty here as well. Alright, so I don't feel like repainting the part, so what I'll do is I will trim down on the bracket here. I'll glue this back, I'll trim it down so that I can actually mount this bracket properly. Alright, okay, after some grinding with a Dremel tool and a sanding disc, or whatever you call this, alright, I managed to put it into all the clips. Okay, so you must be, yeah, it's okay, so I've actually grinded down a bit on the mount as well. If you can see, it's over here that I grinded down a bit here as well. Then I've also grinded over here a bit as well. Alright, because the previous person that did the repair didn't push this back outward, so it was actually jutting in a lot. Okay, so I have to trim down a bit here and a bit over here. Okay, so now it mounts properly. Now let's change this mount into the car and we'll see how it goes. Alright, okay, so this is the right side mount bracket. Alright, so you can see it's actually a right side. Alright, the part number is 52115-58020, whereas the one on the left side, which is the passenger side, is a 52116-58020. Alright, so as you can see, the original one that came with the car, full of silicone. I have no idea why he had to do it like this. Alright, because it seems like this mount is quite okay except for a few broken pieces that he screwed it in with a screw. Okay, so to remove this, it was quite easy. There was only two bolts, one here and one here. Then you need to go to the back there and just unclip it over here, which is somewhere over here. Okay, and this is where it mounts to, and all you need to do is just put it in the correct position and then clip it here. Okay, then bolt it in and bolt it in here. Yeah, I'm not sure why it was so difficult. Okay, so the left side O bracket has been taken out, and as you can see, it's broken to pieces, and it was held on by some screws only. And this is the new bracket. Alright, so let's install the bumper. Alright, as you can see, there's no more gaps. Perfect. Well, it's not really that perfect, but well, I'm not a professional auto body works, but just by changing the bracket itself, it makes the things look so much better. Okay, on this side it's a bit more difficult, alright, because it was involved in an accident, and the bracket, the inside, the one that's connected to the fender, was not perfectly aligned as well. But as you can see, it's much better than previously. Alright, there's a bit of a crack in the paint because of all the putty, but yeah, from far you don't really see it. Yeah, so let's just leave it as it is. You can see that the thickness of the putty actually interferes with the alignment and the closeness of this, but overall I'm quite happy with it. It's just two brackets and it looks so much better now. Alright, see, especially on the driver's side, it looks almost seamless. Alright, that's the end of this episode. So I hope you learned something about bumper brackets and how to align them. Basically, what I will say is the bracket itself doesn't cost much, so I'm not sure why Auto Body Works shop don't actually replace them. It's actually cheaper, or should I say more time saving to actually replace them rather than do what the previous person that repaired this car did, which is using silicone and screws. Okay, and it aligns better that way as well. All right, so maybe they can actually consider doing that next time. So okay, as you can see, this is the one on the driver's side, the right side, which is, after comparison, it actually looks like it's still usable. So I'm going to keep this. I'm just going to remove the silicone. I have no idea why they put the silicone here. Alright. The passenger side, I'll be throwing it away because it's a hazard. Alright, there's a lot of screws all over it. Alright, and it's broken. Okay, so the cost of the left and right together is about 215 ringgit. So it's about 107 ringgit per side. So that's about $25 US. So it's not expensive, it's cheap. Alright, and it gets the alignment done properly. Yeah, so next time if your car is involved with an accident, I would suggest that you insist for the bracket to be replaced rather than, you know, silicone and screws. Okay, yeah, nothing much to talk about actually. So the time it took for me to replace all this is roughly an hour and a half. Okay, it's very simple. The only hard part is actually taking out the bumper itself. This one is just a direct bolt on, except for the part where the passenger side that I have to grind down a bit, but that didn't take much time because I've got the proper tools. Okay, so there's not much else that I can talk about. It's a simple DIY. Okay, so as usual, I hope you learned something, and most importantly, if you have not done so, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and hit the bell button so you get notified of my future uploads. Alright, till next time, see ya.